Hi, Tanisha. What brings you in today?
Hello. Um, I just came in with my mom. My mom brought me in. Um, she just said I've been acting a little extra weird, so she said I need to talk to someone.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, and if you don't mind me asking, I'm just gonna, ask a few questions for our session today, get a little bit more background information on you. And again, this is ABC Center for Help, and anything that we discuss will be confidential unless I feel like there's a need if you're presenting harm to yourself or others, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Now, if you don't mind telling me your age, please.
I'm 32.
32. Okay. Yes, ma'am. And you said your mom referred you here?
Yes.
Okay. Is that who you currently live with?
Yes, that's who I currently live with.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. And do you feel that there's something that you should talk about, or do you feel these strange feelings how your mom describes you as acting weird?
No, I think everything is fine. I mean, I get along with everybody. I work well. I'm in customer service, so I do pretty well at my job. I do pretty well at home as far as I can tell. Just sometimes with my mom, it's a little strained, but the relationship is strained. But I mean, what mother-daughter relationship isn't?
Okay. I understand. And how long have you been at your current position?
Almost a year.
Almost a year. Okay, that's good. That's good. Have you had any recent stressors within the last 6 to 12 months, would you say? Or let's focus on recent events. So let's say the last 6 months.
Yeah, about a month ago, I had gotten into a little bit of trouble with this Uber driver. Um, it got pretty bad, I think. Just I kind of blacked out in the situation. But as far as I know, the police were called, but I didn't get in any trouble like press charges or anything. But uh, I I think it just was, the guy he's been a butthead.
Okay. Okay. And did you enact on these events with your Uber driver?
Yes. See, what happened was the guy tried to push up on me in the Uber car, and I got a little aggressive with him. Um, and that's what happened. So
Gotcha. Okay. So you were acting more in self-defense, would you say?
yeah, I mean, I had to defend us.
Okay. Okay. And I noticed you put on your sunshades. Is this something you typically do to, are you
Oh,
having a headache?
I'm sorry. My name is T, and I like to protect us, if you would say.
Okay. Well, hi T. Who's
I,
us?
oh, me and Tanisha. Tanisha's kind of more timid. I kind of step up and be protective when I need to be, when I have to be. So when she's stressed out or, going through one of her crying spells, as she normally does, I kind of step up and take control of things.
Okay. Well, thank you for that information, T. Well, I'm Tay. I'm the social worker. We'll be, working with you today. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And T, since I have you, I know Tanisha was telling me of, the Uber driver incident. Has there been any other stressors in y'all's life?
Kathy is a stressor. Yes, I will say that.
And Kathy,
Is the mom.
okay, okay. And how has she been a stressor?
She don't let the girl breathe. I mean, she's all down her neck at all times. She don't let her drive. She don't let her do this. She don't let her do that. That's how the Uber incident came up. If she just let the girl drive and go where she needs to go, then it wouldn't have been a problem with that. But she don't take her thumb off of it. It's a problem.
Okay, okay. So Kathy is very protective of Tanisha.
Uh Protective is a light word.
Okay. Well, thank you for that background information. Um, and how do you handle Kathy when you're around her?
But she don't mess with me. She don't bother me. I think I'm the real reason why he brought Tanisha to this place.
Okay, understandable. So, um, okay, well, that gives me a lot of insight. And as far as the y'all's living situation, is it just Tanisha and Kathy in the home?
It
Did you say yes?
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it. Kathy can't keep a man
Okay.
or a woman for that matter.
hmm And I know we all have our difficulties. So, um, is Tanisha in a relationship?
Nah, she's not in a relationship. She hadn't been in a relationship in a while.
What about you, T?
Well, I'm here and there. Just depends. I get out and have my fun. Nothing too tied down. Not that don't tie. I don't like to be tied down.
Okay, understandable. Still young and thriving and
Yeah.
working, and I understand.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, um, I definitely like to ask, is this your first time seeking help?
Yeah, yeah. This is the first time that she's been somewhere. Do you want to talk back with her?
Yes, if that's possible.
Yeah, yeah. Hey Tay,
Hey, Tanisha,
how are
glad to
you?
have you back.
Hey.
So, I just met T for the first time.
Yeah.
How's that for you? It
Uh,
was definitely. I know she was telling me about the Uber driver incident and your mom. How does that make you feel?
um, she can get out of control sometimes. Sometimes she does things and I don't know about. I kind of black out and I don't know exactly what that entails. My mom thinks that I am doing a lot of extra behaving, but
Mhm.
um, I cannot control it sometimes.
Okay, understandable, and that's pretty much what she mentioned to me as well. And I wanted to ask, I know this is your first time seeking help, according to your mom and T. So, have you ever had any suicidal thoughts, possibly in the past or growing up?
No, 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 no.
No. Okay. And
Uh,
what about any medications?
yeah, I've been on sertraline before. That was for my primary care doctor, just because I was just worried a lot, and I think it was when I started my job. Um, I just was kind of freaking out a little bit about working around other people, and if tea would come out at different times. Just didn't want anybody to kind of pinpoint me at work. So um,
Mm-hmm.
I was taking that for about 6 months, but I just didn't want to be on any medication. So got off of
Okay.
that. I think I've been doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And was this a mutual decision with your primary care doctor, or did you just
Yes.
voluntarily stop taking it?
Oh no, I just voluntarily stopped taking it. I was working good. I only felt like that when I first started working. So
Mm-hmm.
um, I think I'm doing good without it.
Okay. Yes, yeah. Yeah, and you're definitely able to maintain your current job position, so that's a good sign. And would you say how often does T visit?
I know she definitely comes about when I'm stressed a lot,
Okay.
overly stressed if I'm pushed. I've heard her say a couple of times, my head is about protection. It's about protection. I guess she feels like she needs to protect me from certain things, but I think I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
capable of protecting myself. I just kind of wish she'd lay low a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
Well, that's good. That lets me know that you are aware of what's going on, and that she's there with you, and the relationship between you and your mom. is definitely something that that's a stressor for you and a trigger for you and T as well. So does your mom have any history of psychiatric or mental illness?
She doesn't talk much about herself, so I'm not really for sure about any of that. She acts like she doesn't. She'll say that she's fine and she works and she doesn't know where my behaviors come from.
Mhm.
Of course, I don't know my father, so she says I act a lot like him. So that, kind of bothers me a little bit too, because I don't know him. So I don't know if he had the same behaviors as me.
Mhm. Okay. Yes, ma'am. And I understand that. And what about, are you an only child?
I am.
Okay. All right. And what about your grandmother, your maternal grandmother? Do you know her?
I don't. My mom doesn't talk about any of her past, this is
Mhm.
basically just us.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Um, okay, well, thank you for answering those questions. And I know, you said you're 32. Did you have any developmental concerns growing up from what you can remember or any during school age?
Um, I know I was bullied a lot in school. I mean, what kid isn't? But I was an isolator, just because I just felt different a lot of the time. So I kind of isolated myself to not um, be picked on a lot, but I was still picked on. Um, Never was into any sports or anything like that growing up.
Okay.
Um, as far as schooling, I did well in school. I did my work, so I didn't have any problems with that. Um, I always wanted to over exceed things and do above and beyond to basically show my mom that I'm capable of doing things. What I do now, I do over and above to
Mhm.
show her that there's nothing wrong with me and not like my dad.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Well, that's good. That's good. Um, and as far as your current support system, I know it's just you and your mom in the household. Do you have any coworkers, any friends that you go out with, or go have dinner with, or lunch?
Yeah, I have a friend at work. I don't know if she's actually a friend, but someone I talk to like every now and again. We say hi and bye, and she doesn't know about anything that's kind of going on. I don't hang out with people just because I don't drive. Um, so it's hard for me to get out, and my mom is always in my business, wondering who, what, when, where, why. So um, when I
Hmm.
get from under her thumb, then maybe one day I will. But
Hmm.
right now, it's just not a thing for me.
Okay. And how long have you been living with your mom?
Forever. I've never moved out.
Okay. Okay. And I know T did mention that you weren't in a relationship, but she does, go out every once in a while when you guys are able to, I'm assuming. Um, are you aware of any romantic relationships that she's having right now?
Um, I'll get calls on my phone from time to time from different guys that he has met before. But I don't engage in those things. I regularly take myself, to the doctor. I'm always making sure that she didn't do anything that I didn't know about, or
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes I do black out. It's just a blank to me. Um,
Okay.
but I try to keep up with my health and everything that's going on.
And that's
Yes.
good. That's really good. So you're aware and you're being responsible. So that's really good. And you said that you haven't taken your medication as of recent. So okay. And have you had any experience with drugs or alcohol, any substance abuse?
No.
No? Okay. All right. And I know this is your first time seeking help here um, outside of, your primary care doctor. So, um, okay. And, I'm just looking here at my notes and everything. So I
Okay.
want to make sure that, we're getting everything written down for your session here today because I definitely want to see you again. maybe on a weekly basis,
Okay.
if that's fine with you. And are you able to take public transportation, or do you have to, rely on your mom?
I rely on my mother a lot. If some of our visits could be maybe by Zoom or maybe by the phone, that would be very helpful, because
Okay.
I get off at 4 daily, so that's kind of hard for me um, to coordinate my schedule with hers. I'm just kind of trying to rely, not to take the Uber for a
Mhm.
while, until I can feel more comfortable doing that again. Um,
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, no, thank you for letting me know that. I definitely want to do what you're comfortable with and what's, for your safety and other safety as well. So we can definitely set up a Zoom conference call. I'm here till 7, so Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and you can let me know what days work best for you, actually, with my receptionist. So, we can even do something later in the evening for you.
okay, that sounds good.
Alrighty. So, well, Tanisha, I really appreciate you coming in today. And, this is just the first step, and I'd love to get to know you a little bit better and work on some treatment plans with you and reevaluate your medication as well. And I will be in contact with your doctor too. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. No problem. Did you have any questions for me before we go?
No, I guess I'll have more questions once we get more into it and just figure out kind of how this is supposed to go. Um, yeah, that's about
Okay.
basically it.
Yes, ma'am. Well, sounds good. Sounds good. So, okay. Well, I will see you next week. Um, again, once you schedule with my receptionist, I'll get an alert and I'll, start the process of some treatment plans and setting some goals. Okay.
Okay, okay, that sounds good. And just to put in my note, in the notes that if you could also email me, text and call if it's not a problem, just because sometimes, I won't get one of them or the other. I miss phone calls or I miss texts. But I'll get them one way or another if you just send all those three of those ways.
Okay. I will highlight that. And thank you. Awesome. All right, Tanisha. Well, I will definitely see you next week, and I'm looking forward to our session. I believe we have, some great sessions ahead, even with tea. So, I'll go ahead and schedule everything. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Tay.
All right. No problem. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.